This is Nancy,
Hello.
and today we're going to do what is called a contextual interview. And the aim of the assignment is to practice contextual interviewing. And so the project that we're working on right now is designing a large event planning web application. And you told me that you have an event coming up.
Yep.
And can you tell me what this event is?
It is my husband's 50th birthday party, and we're hoping to have an outdoor event in our backyard towards the end of October.
Okay. And how long have you been planning the event?
Been thinking about it a few months, but just started maybe a week ago to start getting things figured out.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about the process of planning the event.
Part of it has been trying to pin my husband down as to what he wants to do. Does he want a big party, small? Does he want to have it here at home or go somewhere else to an off-site location? So we got that nailed down, and kind of thinking through what kind of food and drinks we want. And now I'm working on getting all those details figured out.
Okay. So did you decide it's going to be here at your house?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. And when is it happening?
The 25th of October.
Okay. So when you started to come up with themes or ideas for the party, how did you decide on that?
It's kind of a natural to go with Oktoberfest because his birthday's in October, and we have a strong German kind of heritage. We have a German student living with us, and we like beer and bratwurst, so and that'll be very simple to do. So it was kind of keeping it simple because we're all pretty busy, so that's kind of to make it a nice celebration but keep it as simple as we can, and that was kind of what influenced our theme.
So what steps have you taken to plan the party?
Well, we haven't totally nailed our guest list down, like how many, but I would say it'd be just under 100 people, so it's going to be pretty big.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, it's going to be pretty big when we consider couples and their kids. So we want to keep it open. So I know that we want a tent, so I have been using Google search to find local rental places that would have, outdoor tent kind of things, and now it's trying to figure out what size do we need. So what I'm doing is trying to compile prices for sizes and who installs and
have you found a website? And if so, can you show me the
I
website?
have found a few, but I'm still comparing prices, but I can.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and just show me what
So I just used a Google search to find I guess, what did I look? Party tent rentals in Roseville.
Okay.
So we have to kind of bear with this very slow.
No, take your time.
Computer. So that's kind of what I hope to do in the next day or so that I can get this thing rented and make sure that they have it. And so we'll figure out what size we want and figure out who's got a good price.
And are there a lot of choices available?
It seems like there are, and it seems I rented a tent probably 10 years ago, and it seems like prices are a lot more than they used to be, so that I've had a little bit of sticker shock. So I have to take some time to go through and just see
what's
who's
the
got
price
the best
range.
Between about $150 to $200 for about a 20 by 20 tent.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if we need that. I don't even know really what size we need, so I have to figure that kind of stuff out. But I wanted to see what the options were, and then I can kind of, I don't really have a great organized process at this point, but hopefully I'll get more organized as I get more information.
Okay. And have you found, let's see, what other steps do you need to take? Now you've got the tent. How are you going about, what else do you need to take care of the party?
We're going to figure out if we need to cater the food. I've only looked at one place, a German place, that was, the pricing online was more for a wedding reception, and it was about $30 a person. And we don't really want to do that for this party.
Okay.
So I'll either have to call them directly and try to figure out if there's a more reasonable way that they would provide just bratwurst and things like that. But I know there are a few other kind of German bakery type places that maybe we can get pretzels from, and so I'm just kind of trying to find the source. It could end up being Costco that we get things from.
And have you found, are there any particular websites that you've found, how do you go about finding just Google German food in the Twin Cities?
I've used Google search mostly, and then I look for themes on, for like Oktoberfest themes.
Mm-hmm.
There's some party supply warehouse type places online that you can order like Bavarian looking tablecloths and things like that. So I'll probably order that stuff online. I don't know if I can find that locally, but yeah, just a lot of Google searches, and then using Pinterest to kind of keep track of ideas for fun games or food, other activities that we could use with an Oktoberfest theme. And there's a lot of stuff on Pinterest.
Okay. So your Pinterest is you're using it more to find out how you could decorate, or what sorts of foods might be great, or have you thought about doing the food yourself?
Yeah, have thought about that, and we'll have to just figure out, is there a local butcher that has the best prices if we bought 200 bratwurst, or do we just go to Costco? That's really what I'm trying to do now, is get all the information to figure out how much things are, and then just figure out where we need to go. And cost is probably the number one element that I'll consider, but then how easy is it too? Because we're all working, and it's a busy time of year too, just for what's going on, outside of school and work things.
Yeah. So you have a rough budget set?
No, you'd think I would, but I'm pretty frugal, so I'm not too worried about blowing it. It's going to be simple. I probably have, if I start inching up, several hundreds of dollars, I'll rein myself back in. But yeah, that's a good question though, and I probably should talk to my finance husband about that. What's his budget?
So is there an order to how, so it sounds like so far you've done a little bit of research on the food, you're going to have it here, the date. What time of day will it be?
Probably thinking of an afternoon kind of open house so people can come and go and do what they want. And we know that some people will stick around for a long time, and we're okay with that. But
so it might go on into the night. Are you planning any music for this party?
I'm thinking about that. I have several musician friends, so I'm trying to, I want them to come and enjoy the party. So I'm not sure if we'll just play CDs or, even Pandora music. I'm not sure. But so I'm kind of likening this process to a funnel where I'm dumping all this possibilities into a big round top, and then eventually it'll sort out. So I'm just starting to try to gather the information, figure out what's possible within the next month for me to organize, and then hopefully we'll end up with a...
So it's about 5 or 6 weeks out still?
Yep. Okay. So it's getting to the point where invitations need to go out pretty soon. And
so speaking of invitations, how are you doing that? How are you inviting people?
I am hoping to do most of it electronically, either through an Evite or even emailing a PDF invite to people. I'm going to try to avoid having to mail things if I can, just because almost everyone I think of our guests is pretty much online, and I think that's how they keep track of things, on their phone. And so there might be a few straggling invites that I have to mail out, but most of it I'm hoping to do online.
And have you made a list yet of the people who
I have a rough list going, yep.
And are there any particular programs that you like for invites for do you like Evite, or are there some?
Yeah, Evite is one possibility, and then someone, I don't know the name of it, but someone had just mentioned to me that there are similar websites out there that allow more customizing, and so I'm going to look at those, but I did find on Evite an Oktoberfest theme that kind of works, so it might be just fine. So.
Now, I saw you had this, here, can I show?
Sure, yeah.
This is something you've been working on. What is the purpose of, what are you using this for?
I could use that as send it as a PDF flyer.
Okay.
And I used a Microsoft Word template.
Okay.
So, and you can't really customize the graphics on it, but you can customize the wording and the fonts to some degree. But it was perfect.
Yeah, it looks good. Now, do you think this is Are you more likely to use this? Or are you like the Evite? Or is it one or the other? Or are you
no,
going to
it's
try to
going to
combine
be
the
probably
both?
a combination. Maybe this will be, probably the Evite is very similar to this. It has kind of some of the same colors, which are really just traditional Bavarian blue and white. So I might hand this out to some neighbors so that I don't know their email addresses for. But
Okay, so
know
this
that
is
they
an
do them.
alternative. Then
Yeah,
to
it
show
would
them
be just kind of the supplement to the people I don't have email addresses for, or that I know don't use Evite and wouldn't pay attention. And I'm not sure if I would shrink this and make it into a postcard and send it. You know, I could send it that way too, but this is pretty flexible and for a Word template. Even though Word is not really a design tool, it does work for simple things like this. So I've used that in this case.
Where did you find the graphics for it?
On a website. I just had Googled Oktoberfest Microsoft Word doc template or something,
And they
something like
actually
that.
had one with beer. And
Yeah, you know, I used a
Oktoberfest.
couple other searches like beer invitation templates. I mean,
That's funny.
I found some sausage ones too. I mean, it's crazy, but they're in about under 10 minutes. I had this done after doing a quick search. So
That's great. And it says on the invitation, lederhosen optional.
Right.
Now, are you expecting your husband to be wearing
No,
lederhosen?
he's never purchased a pair, but maybe I should get him some for his 50th birthday.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of anything else that I need to ask about it. So we've covered locations, availability, pricing, what you found on the internet. Let's see. I think that is about what I need to know.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.